I already told you that uh, asterisk with character used together is pronounced as pointer to character, but it's also a data type. So instead of using this integer, which is basically unrelated to addresses, but would allow me sometimes to access addresses as, you know, this, this example demonstrates. Instead, I will use this, instead of integer, I will use character asterisk offset equals hello, and get rid of this integer business and all this. And then instead of saying memory 0, which is kind of artificial, it should be the same if I've used it this way, right? If I said if I said let me use it this way, right? It shouldn't matter, because if I flipped offset and memory, which is 0, and offset is now actually the address of the first character, then that would be the same thing, because I already specified that offset is already a pointer to a character, because I changed the data type from integer to pointer to character. I can get rid of this here, right? And memory is also kind of like absolutely unnecessary, because I can just use 0, right? So I can get rid of this and say this should be simplified to this form. And so this time, let's take this comment out and instead just put it right at the top and say, let's create new line and paste it in here. So we'll say just offset is a pointer to character. What pointer to character means that we know that this expression, literal string, returns back um, the address for the first of the first character, character H. Then what we do is that we say we want to be able to remember that address in some sort of a variable. What should be the type of that variable? The first choice was maybe it could be an integer, because those addresses in computer memory are just these numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could use maybe an integer to store that address. But at the same time, we discovered that there is a special type which can remember addresses, and that's a pointer type in C and C++. And if we forgot to use asterisk, we would be creating a character, and that would be appropriate. When we add an asterisk after the data type, we say that offset is a pointer to a character. Okay, so you can actually vocalize the the expression of, or actually the data type of what the offset is by pronouncing it backwards. Usually all declarations in C and C++ and other similar languages are pronounced going backwards. Basically, you find your identifier, you find the name of your variable. The name of the variable that I chose is offset. Okay, and then I say, then I said offset is a pointer to a character. Basically, I went backwards in terms of pronouncing what that offset is. Now, offset is no longer actually something that that I like as a name. Maybe I can use it as a greeting, right? I can use it as greeting. Okay, and I can say greeting now is a pointer to a character, but beyond being the pointer to character, it actually is a pointer to character string, right? Because we know that there is an entire string of characters stored beyond the first character, which is H, E, L, L, O, and then 0 terminating character. And if I wanted to display the entire string, all I have to do, of course, offset is gone, so I need to replace it with greeting. And if I wanted to display, you can see that what happens here is that when I say go to this location in memory, so let me redraw this very quickly, basically just maybe put this side by side, okay, and be able to draw this so that you can see what's going on in the program and what's going on here, is that when I have this memory, okay, so when we say hello, which is right here, when we say hello, it gets allocated somewhere here. We have characters H, E, L, L, O, and of course the 0 terminating character at the end. We have in memory, and we have the string of characters. Then we create a variable named greeting, right? So greeting lives somewhere on the stack. It's a variable, and what this variable remembers, I'll use an arrow. This variable remembers the address of the first character. And then when we give greeting to cout, what we do is that we said before that in order to access individual characters or other objects in memory, we use the square bracket notation. Okay, so greeting is the address of the first character. The square bracket notation makes it look at the first character. And the type of greeting, again, is a pointer to a character. So when I say pointer to character, oftentimes, not oftentimes, it's very closely related to the address of something in memory. Remember, we use the word pointer to specify that it's a special data type in C and C++. Just like integer, there could be a pointer to an integer. Just like character, there could be a pointer to a character. So pointer to a character remembers address of that character. So the square bracket says that we want to retrieve that single character and display. But so let's actually compile this program very quickly. I'm running it, so that's why I need to dismiss this, right? So if I go back and say build, and make sure that it runs as expected. Here it is. It prints this first character, and that's what these square brackets do together with this pointer, right? They basically, the address specifies the location of this character in global memory, and the square brackets with index 0 say that at offset 0 from this address, give me the character, and it sure enough goes ahead and retrieves the character. At the same time, if I wanted to display the entire sequence of characters, all I need to do, like remember, the first thing that I did when we just were getting started, I did this, display this. Right, and so that would simply, the explanation for this was that the address of the first character H was given to cout to work with, and cout is designed not to stop at the first character, but keep going. So therefore, so this was our first demonstration, so therefore, if I simply remove this and say, you know what, greeting is a pointer to character, and it has the address of the character. If you just give this greeting alone to cout, it should be able to, after we build it, of course, it should be able to, it should be able to display the entire hello. Right? Because this time, instead of providing a single character by basically saying, I would like to go to memory and with offset 0, specify where my character is. Of course, if I did something like this, 1, that would give me character E. If I said 2, that would be giving me this character L, and so forth. Instead, I'm just saying, take the address of the entire string, which my pointer already holds because I initialize my pointer with the address of the first character, and you can see that the way it works that it goes ahead and displays the entire string.